Ever noticed how a red squirrel frantically gathers nuts, seemingly oblivious to the storm brewing overhead? This urgent behavior, driven by a relentless pursuit of perfection, could spell disaster. What if I told you that this very quest for flawlessness might be sabotaging your progress right now? Imagine you're on a self-improvement journey, pushing yourself to the brink, convinced that perfection is just within reach. But beware, in this relentless chase, you may be setting yourself up for failure. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Think back to your last attempt at achieving a flawless outcome. Initially invigorating, that rush can quickly morph into a crushing burden. Intuition. You may find yourself paralyzed by the fear of failure, much like that squirrel, overwhelmed by the impending storm. The pressure to excel clouds your judgment, trapping you in a cycle of stress and anxiety. Picture waking up each day under the weight of your own expectations. Goals and dreams loom large, but every stumble feels like the sky is falling. Constantly comparing yourself to others, each scroll through social media serves as a stark reminder of your perceived shortcomings. It's exhausting, isn't it? Here's the alarming truth: this struggle often leads to burnout. Just like our little friend in the wild, you might be frantically gathering resources without ever severing the rewards. The relentless chase for perfection can leave you feeling hollow. Perfectionism can actually make you less effective. When you aim for the unattainable, every minor setback feels magnified, and you may start avoiding risks altogether, paralyzed by the fear of failure. Imagine a red squirrel refusing to venture out for food because the storm looks too fierce. It ends up hungry and vulnerable. So, what's the solution? What's the solution? It may seem counterintuitive, but embracing imperfection could be the key to unlocking your true potential. Allow yourself to stumble and learn from the chaos. Instead of trying to control every detail, give yourself permission to be human. It's not about settling for mediocrity, it's about recognizing that every flaw can be a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. Realizing it's okay not to have everything figured out can be liberating. Reflect on how often the fear of imperfection has held you back. As you navigate your journey, remember, true growth often lies in the cracks of imperfection. The next time you feel that urge to strive for perfection, pause and ask yourself, are you truly pushing forward, or are you caught in a storm? Embrace your journey, flaws and all, and you may find your path to self-improvement waiting just beyond the storm. Have you ever noticed that chasing perfection can actually hinder your progress? It's an interesting contradiction, right? Imagining a red squirrel caught in a sudden storm, frantically searching for shelter as the winds howl around it. Many people pursue perfection, believing it will lead to success and happiness. But what if that very pursuit is the storm? Often, the warning signs go unnoticed until it's too late. Think about waking up each day with a long list of goals, a checklist of things you want to change about yourself. Sound familiar? You work tirelessly, Yet instead of making progress, you feel stuck, exhausted, and frustrated. So, what's really going on beneath the surface? Striving for perfection often breeds self-doubt and anxiety. It's like running on a treadmill, moving but never getting anywhere. Remember a time when you missed a deadline because you were fixated on every little detail. Your quest for the perfect outcome kept you from finishing at all. That's your red squirrel moment, frantically gathering acorns while the storm rages on. As you chase perfection, you might notice other consequences. 2. Relationships can suffer, and opportunities can slip away. You become so focused on crafting a flawless image that you lose sight of what truly matters. Isn't that unsettling? You may have heard this before, but have you really considered the cost? The more you aim for perfection, the less likely you are to take risks. That fear can trap you, preventing you from fully experiencing life. Think of a friend who constantly cancels plans because they want to look perfect for every event. They miss out on laughter and connection, stuck behind their own expectations. Are you that friend? Here's the twist: there's a different way to approach your journey. It's not about lowering your standards, it's about shifting your perspective. Embrace the messiness of life. Understand that imperfections are a part of growth. While the storm may be unavoidable, you can learn to dance in the rain. You can learn to dance in the What if you allowed yourself to be a work in progress? What if you celebrated small victories instead of obsessing over the finish line? Take a moment to reflect. Is the pursuit of perfection costing you more than you realize? Maybe it's time to step back and ask yourself what truly matters. As you navigate your journey, remember that it's perfectly okay to be imperfect. Embrace your quirks and mistakes, and watch how they can lead to something beautiful. So, the next time you feel that pull toward perfection, pause and ask yourself, is it worth the price? Let your journey unfold naturally. You might just discover the magic hidden within the chaos. Acing your flaws could become your greatest strength. Instead of chasing perfection, what if you allowed yourself to be a little messy? So, how do you navigate through the storm? Start small and celebrate your tiny victories. Progress often happens in those imperfect moments. Life is a race, it's a collection of beautiful detours. Here's a thought: what if you leaned into your quirks instead of hiding them? Remember,